astronaut, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a vinyl collection video and I'm so excited. I haven't done one of these since September and I thought it would be fun too to do this at the beginning of the year and then do somewhat of like a check-in during the middle of the year, like showing you kind of what I've collected so far in 2025 and then doing a full vinyl collection video at the end of the year to see how it's grown. I will like to just preface that I am missing 3 vinyl that I technically ordered last year, but they haven't come yet, so when it does come I'm going to count it as adding it to my 2025 collection, even though I technically ordered them in 2024. I'm not going to bore you with the details, but let's just say one of them is the 5 Seconds of Summer 10-year anniversary vinyl. And if you are an international vinyl collector and you have not received your copy yet either, please let me know in the comments so I don't feel so alone. I did like a whole TikTok about this because it's just like kind of ridiculous, but anyways, I have faith that it's coming, along with 2 vinyl that I ordered from Disney Music Emporium that I didn't expect to be here like super soon because again it's coming internationally, but I was still hoping it would have been here by now. Anyway, once I have it, you'll get to see it. Let's get right into it. This is my vinyl collection as of the beginning of January 2025. Also, just a side note, if you watched my original vinyl like collection video, you'll notice that like my backdrop is a bit different because the dresser that was here in the back of that video is gone and I have a new setup that actually looks a lot better in person than it does like in the video because you can't really see it, but I'll show you. I'll make a little clip and put it in because yeah, I'm waiting until like I get my own apartment to get like a full kind of specific dresser and all that stuff for a vinyl setup. So right now I just found something else to make do, but anyways, I just thought I'd preface that. First one we've got here is Millennium by the Backstreet Boys. So remember this from the first one. This was the first vinyl I got. This is back when I had one of those pink Crosley record players. This is the picture disc one, which is pretty cool, although parts is scratched, so every time I listen to it, it scratches, so I don't listen to that one as much, but I gotta keep it because it's just an OG. Next up, we've got the New Kids on the Block Hanging Tough 30th Anniversary vinyl. It's the picture disc as well, and I love this one. I'm a big boy band fan. If there's one thing to know about me is that I'm a boy band stan. Then I've got Michael Jackson Off the Wall. This was actually one of the first ones I got as well before I actually was really collecting vinyl. I don't know what made me pick this because at the time I think I knew like maybe 2 songs on it, but you know, it's a great album. It has a really cool cover because this is the front and it's like the side, but I feel like you just have to have some Michael Jackson in your vinyl collection, so there we have it. This is the first country vinyl I got, Brett Young, also back when I just like first started, but I wasn't really collecting. I just was just buying them randomly. And this is just a standard black. It's the Ticket to LA album. Okay, next up I have Donna Summer, A Love Trilogy. This is actually not my vinyl. My uncle gave it to me to borrow and I just never gave it back. Shh, don't tell him. I need to sleeve this. This isn't even sleeved. Wow. Okay, I need to do that later today. Next up we have Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. I actually have 2 copies of this. This is just a standard black. I have 2 copies. Let me see if I can find the other one. It was literally like the next one. I have 2 copies of these. They're both just black. I had gotten the one that looks newer like before my granddad gave me the other one, and then my granddad was getting rid of a bunch and I wanted a few of them just because, I don't know, like that's kind of like special to me. So he gave me that one. He also gave me these 2, Abbey Road and then also With the Beatles. Both of them are just like standard black. This is another one that my granddad gave me, just a standard black as well. Then we have Justin Timberlake, Everything I Thought It Was. This is like a charcoaly gray. It's hard to see, so it's like a charcoal gray. This was an Amazon exclusive that I got when the album came out. I really like this album. Next up we've got the Jonas Brothers. This is just a standard black. Love them. Actually, this is like completely unrelated, but I went to Crumble today and I got the Rob's Popcorn, like the Jonas Brothers themed crumble cookie. Literally so good, like to die for. That's one of the best cookies I've ever had in my entire life, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Jonas Brothers fan. Like, they just never missed. It was so good. This is my first seasonal vinyl that I got. I got this one in December. It was just a must. I mean, I remember listening to this album like as a kid on a CD, and now that I have it on vinyl, I just absolutely love it. The only thing that sucks is it's not like the deluxe. It's just like the regular one. So some of the songs that are like aren't on it, but you know what? That's fine. I think I spun this like every other day or something like that in December. Like it was literally just sitting on my record player more than it was in the bin because I was listening to it so much. Next up we have have Role Model, Kansas Anymore. I actually just started listening to this album again recently. This is it's like a light blue. This is one of my favorite pressings that I have. It's so pretty. I love this album. I'm holding out hope that I get a ticket to see him in concert in March because he is on my list of like people that I'd love to see live. He's so funny and I love his music. So I always forget that I have this in my collection. It's Charlie Puth's Charlie album. I don't know like why I always forget about this. I feel like he doesn't really cross my mind much. This is the Plain Black. Is he releasing new music soon? Because we could go for another album. I think this is from like 2022 or something like that. Speaking of which, don't even get me started. I could like write a whole list of like people that I would love to see new music from. I know that they're like busy and I'm not gonna be annoying, but like, okay, next up we're gonna get into the Taylor Swift section. This is like easily the biggest portion of my collection, and we're gonna start at the beginning because I feel like it just makes sense to go in order because I have a lot of different variants of different albums. The first one I have is Taylor Swift, and this is just on the standard black. I would love the Record Store Day one, but that is going to be really hard to come by. So until then, I'm completely satisfied with this. And then of course, holding out hope that her version is coming out this year and then I can snag copies of that. Next one is Fearless, and I got this one this year, past year, sorry, in 2024. So this is the Platinum Edition. I did realize partway through the year, thanks to somebody who commented, that there isn't like just a normal one of this, it's just the Platinum and the Taylor's version, so that saved me money because I thought I was gonna have to buy all of them, which I don't know. I know I don't have to, but like it's cool having like the different variants because sometimes the artwork and the inside is different, the color of the vinyl is different. That's why you'll see like this section of my collection is pretty big. The next one I have is Fearless. This, oh, I love this one. I love the cover art. This was the first Taylor's version, and the color of the vinyl is so unique as well. There's 3 of them, so it's like thick when you like put it in here, but this had been on my wish list for so long, but I kept putting off getting it because it was so expensive. As a vinyl collector, like you know you're gonna be spending like between 35 to 50 bucks on a vinyl, but this one everywhere I went was like $70, and I'm like that's just a lot to spend on one thing. And then I went to Winners. My brother told me that Winners had it, and I was like, are you being for real? And he's like, yeah. And I can't remember the exact price. It was something crazy, and I was like, well, obviously I have to get it because I've never seen it that low. So check Winners because sometimes they have the vinyl records that you need for your collection at a good price. Next up, we've got Speak Now. This is just the classic black. The one thing that I love about this album, not only is Speak Now like my album, my Taylor Swift album, but also my copy of the Taylor's version scratched on mine. Every time I'd start playing the vinyl, like it would scratch at the same spot, and this one doesn't scratch. So it's so nice to just be able to hear that song specifically because I know I can get through the whole thing without missing a beat. Next is obviously Speak Now, Taylor's version, and this is actually one of my favorite because it's so pretty. This is like one of the marbled like purples. It's one of my favorite in my collection. I love the cover art of this too and everything. Like, oh, she just did such a good job with this. I feel like we moved on as a society from this album way too quickly, like way too quickly. Next we have Red, and this also got added to my collection last year. It's also just a standard black. Of course, I do have Red Taylor's version as well. And for this one, I got the standard black too because I didn't really like the red. I feel like I will get a red vinyl. I mean, okay, the 5 sauce when I ordered is red, but like, I don't know, like it just fit the vibe. And I know the album was called Red, but the red that it was just wasn't fitting the red of the album, so I was like, nah, I'll just get the standard black. This one though is such a pain to take in and out. I don't listen to this one as often just because it's so annoying to sleeve it because there's 4 discs, so I have to put 2 in the back and 2 in the inside, and it just feels really like squished, so I'm always scared something's gonna happen. Next, let's get into the 1989 section. So this is definitely, I was gonna say this is the biggest of the Taylor Swift ones, but it's actually not because we got the Torture Poets department. So we have the first 1989. This is just the standard black. I do know it comes on like this like marbled pink, which is really pretty, but that one is not something that you'll see very often. I don't believe I've never seen that one. I've only seen it online. Then the Taylor's versions, I have 3 of them as of right now. I do want all 5 just because the back makes up the 1989 and they're all different colors, and the Tangerine one has a bonus track. But this one is another one of my favorites in my collection. I just love the blue and I love the artwork on the inside. I also have the Aquamarine Green and Sunrise Boulevard Yellow, which I also found at Winners the same day that I got the Fearless one. Of course, we have Reputation, which is actually on my wall, so I'll show you the cover art on like the front of that one, but I do have the picture disc for this, so love that one. This is like a really unique one to have in the collection. I also have Lover. This is a really cool one too because it has 2 colored discs. It has a pink, so you can see the pink there, but it also, the second disc is like a turquoisey blue, so it's really pretty. Then we have Folklore, and this is like a browny beigey color. It's not my favorite pressing, like color-wise, but I do love this album. And then Evermore is also up on the wall, so I'll show you that cover. I have the green pressing of that one. We have one pressing of Midnights. I want all of them of Midnights as well. I have the Moonstone one. I do want the other ones that make the clock. Then we head into the Torture Poets collection, so I have every single variant that was made available except for the Phantom one from Target because I didn't like that one. So we have the white pressing. I'm just gonna put it here for this. We have the Black Dog, which is a black pressing. We have the Bolter, which is this like pinkish pressing. It's actually really pretty. And then we have the Albatross, which is the gray pressing. And this was the first time I ordered all of them online when it like dropped. So that was insane because for that merch drop, I ordered all 4 of the vinyl, 3 CDs. I tried to get the first one, but it was sold out. And then like the manuscript one, and then also a hoodie. So that was a big, I made a whole video just unboxing that stuff like last year because I was like, this is a lot of stuff. It was a lot of money and I need to make something of it. And then I got the anthology when I was at Target when I was in the States. So this was really cool because it has 4 different discs. I'll just pop up pictures of them on the screen because don't even get me started on how hard it was to put these in here because already like this vinyl is thick and then there's 4, is there 4 or 6? No, there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 discs. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Okay, so I actually forgot that I also have 7-inch vinyl in my collection, but like we don't talk about these two very much. Because honestly, some of them don't even work. I honestly, I still don't know why. Like maybe my record player doesn't support the format or something. Like for the purpose of this, I'll just share the ones I have anyway. So I have a couple Fleetwood Mac ones. I have Gypsy on one side and Cool Water on the other one. I will say the thing that I love about like 7-inch vinyl is the fact that if I don't listen to the whole album, but I still like a couple of the singles or like just songs from it, I can still get it on vinyl. I have another one from Fleetwood Mac. It's Little Wise and Ricky. These are all of my 7-inch ones were secondhand. I would like to get like a new 7-inch this year. Next up we have, okay, this was one I was looking for a long time. Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I love that song. And then Pharaoh, so oh my gosh, like I'm just like throwing this around. This is one of the ones that sounds funny though on my record player, which is kind of disappointing because it was one of the ones I wanted the most. But this one sounds fine. It's Billy Joel and it's Careless Talk on the one side and Uptown Girl on the other side. I got it for Uptown Girl and I found this in like just a random record store that I went to when I was in Hamilton. And then the final 7-inch that I have is Wham's Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, and then on the other side is the instrumental version. Unfortunately, this one also sounds weird when I listen to it on my record player though, so kind of unfortunate that they don't sound right. But if you have any tips or anything like that, please let me know because I honestly don't know what to do, and at this point like I'm kind of like I don't want to buy any more 7-inch records. Okay, so we have a few more. We're getting into like my favorite artists here with 5 Sauce. So I have the Calm album and it's just a plain black, but when this is spinning on my record player like this, it's like that thing that makes like you're getting sleepy. So that's really cool. I also have 5 Sauce 5 and it's the white. This is also one of my favorite ones, and just like the artwork and everything that came with this is one of my favorite vinyl in my collection in general. And then another few that I have on the wall. So my John Mayer Heavier Things one. Oh, I put them in this case. So my John Mayer Heavier Things one is just a black, and then Luke Hemmings Boy is also just black. And then I also have Sabrina Carpenter Short and Sweet, the pink pressing. So this is like the Target exclusive one, but they had it at Sunrise Records, which was so nice because like I live in Canada, so I don't always have access to those Target pressings. But I wish I could show you the 5 Sauce 10-year anniversary vinyl because it should have been in my collection by now, but I can't yet, so stay tuned for that. I obviously hopefully will have that at least by the time I do another one of these collection videos, but if I don't, I post pretty much anytime I get a new vinyl. I either like unbox it or open it on TikTok, so you can follow my TikTok to see that. And if I'm buying it in store, a lot of the times I actually take you with me to shop, so you can follow for those kinds of videos as well. I will give you a sneak peek on the 2 vinyl that I'm still waiting on from Disney Music Emporium, the 2 that I ordered. So I got the Hannah Montana Greatest Hits album, I think that's what it's called, something like that, and Demi Lovato's Don't Forget. That's the one that has like splatter, so that'll be like my first splatter vinyl, and I'm so excited. Again, once I get those, they'll be on TikTok. But yeah, before I end this video, I will show you the wall of the vinyl covers that I don't have in my bin right now. So this is the John Mayer Heavier Things cover. And then the Reputation cover, the Sabrina Carpenter cover, and Luke Hemmings' Boy. And then this is the Evermore one. The cover is the normal Evermore, but I opened it up on my wall. And then let me just show you what I was talking about with the record setup, because I just feel like you need to see this so you appreciate it. So I have my little wall, right? But you can't see that when I'm sitting on the floor. And then down here, I have my record player. I've got my speakers. I have this little pink stand that's actually for books, but I use it to put the record on that I'm listening to. And then this little sign in the back that says now playing. So it's a cute setup, and then the records usually go in that corner there. I do want to have like a whole little vinyl setup in my apartment whenever I get one, and so I would have like a higher up table, and then the records would be closer to the table. Oh my gosh, I'm like, what, why is this so shaky? It would be closer to the table and everything, so that it would look like super cute, you know, so like there wouldn't be like a big gap. But like until then, this is what we're making do with. And you know, oh okay, I just spoiled what the first vinyl that I got this year. No, you know what, let me just show you, okay? Let me just show you, because I am so excited about this. So this is just a sneak peek, okay? My vinyl collection has a 2024 plus the first vinyl that I got in 2025. So it's the Bruno Mars Do Ups and Hooligans album. And when I tell you, I have been considering getting this album every single time that I go into the record store for like the past 6 months, but I always end up getting something else. I finally got it, and you know what? It was worth the wait, because look at the pressing. Look at the pressing. It's neon yellow! If you're gonna have a neon yellow vinyl, it should be a Bruno Mars album, okay? It should be. And I think this just got repressed, so like that's why. And so this wouldn't have been an option last year. And look at it, it's so pretty! It's so pretty, it's so pretty. I was so obsessed with that album, obsessed with Bruno Mars. I'm really hoping he goes on tour sometime soon, because like I'd love to see him. But anyway, there you have it, okay? My vinyl collection as of January 2025, starting off the year, plus a bonus one, the first one that I got, which I got yesterday. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you're the first to know when a new video drops. I appreciate you, and I will chat with you soon. Bye!